For the longest time, I thought happiness was something I had to earn. I thought it was waiting for me somewhere in the future, when I made more money, when I looked better, when more people liked me, and when I finally became successful. I kept telling myself, just a little longer. But every time I reached one goal, another one appeared. And I realized something. I wasn't chasing happiness anymore. I was chasing a finish line that kept moving. It took me years to understand that happiness isn't something you arrive at, it's something you learn. And today I want to tell you how I finally became happy. Because maybe you're making the same mistakes as I was. When I was younger, I believed everyone else had life figured out. I'd scroll through social media and see people traveling, buying expensive things, laughing with friends every weekend. Meanwhile, I was sitting in my room, comparing my life to a highlighted reel. I thought I was behind. I thought I wasn't enough. But what I didn't realize is that comparison slowly steals your ability to enjoy your own life. You stop appreciating what you have because you're too busy staring at what someone else has. And the scary part, there's no end to it. There will always be someone richer, someone smarter, someone better looking, someone more talented. If your happiness depends on being better than everyone else, you'll never be happy. One day I asked myself something that honestly changed everything. When was the last time I actually enjoyed today? Not tomorrow, not next month, today. And I couldn't answer. I'd spent so much time trying to build the perfect future that I had completely ignored the life I was living. I treated every day like it was just another step towards some destination. But life isn't a waiting room. This is it. These random Tuesdays, late night walks, conversations with friends, laughing at something stupid, watching the sunset for no reason. Those moments are life, not the big milestones. I also realized I spent years trying to impress people I didn't even like. Think about that. I cared about opinions from strangers, people who didn't know me, people I'd probably never met. I let comments from people online affect my mood more than compliments from people who actually cared about me. That's exhausting. The moment I stopped trying to be everyone's favorite person, I started becoming my own, and it's a much better feeling. Another thing that changed my life was accepting that happiness isn't permanent. I used to think happy people woke up smiling every morning, and that they never felt anxious, never cried, never questioned themselves. But that's simply not true. Everyone struggles, everyone has bad days, everyone feels lost sometimes. Being happy doesn't mean feeling good all the time. That one mistake doesn't define you, that one breakup doesn't ruin your future, and that one failure isn't the end of your story. I also learned something that sounds incredibly simple. Your brain believes in what you repeatedly tell it. For years I kept saying things like, I'm not good enough, I'm awkward, I'm unlucky, and I'm always behind. Eventually, those thoughts stopped sounding like opinions, they became facts. At least that's what my brain wanted to believe. So I started changing the conversations. Not with fake positivity, but with honesty. Instead of saying, I'll be never confident, I started saying, I'm learning confidence. Instead of, I'm a failure, I thought, I failed this time. Those tiny changes sound insignificant, but they completely changed the way I saw myself. Then there's always my phone. I didn't realize how much it controlled me. Every 3 seconds, I grabbed it. Standing in line, phone. Eating, phone. Before sleeping, phone. And after waking up, damn phone. I wasn't bored anymore, but I also wasn't present. My brain became addicted to constant stimulation. Silence felt uncomfortable, being alone with my own thoughts felt impossible. So I started taking small breaks. I went on walks without music, I left my phone in another room. At first, it felt weird, then it felt peaceful. For the first time in years, my mind was completely quiet. And I realized happiness often grows in silence, not in constant distraction. I also stopped waiting until I felt the moment, because motivation lies. Some days it's there, some days it disappears. Discipline stays. I started making my bed, going to the gym, reading a few pages a day, working on my goals even when I didn't feel like it. Not because those habits instantly made me happy, but because they made me proud of myself. And pride creates confidence. Confidence creates peace. And peace is a lot closer to happiness than excitement ever is. Something else surprised me. The more focused I felt on gratitude, the less I needed more. I know gratitude sounds cliche. I used to roll my eyes whenever people talked about it. But then I actually tried it. Not writing 100 things every morning, just stopping once a day and asking, what went right today? Maybe I had a good meal. Maybe someone smiled at me. Maybe the weather was nice. Maybe I finished something I had been avoiding. The more I noticed the good, the easier it became to find it. Your brain searches whatever you train it to search for. Here's another lesson I wish someone had told me earlier. Stop trying to become someone else. The internet constantly tells us who we should be. Wake up at 5 AM, read 50 books, start a business. Be productive every second, never waste time, and always hustle. And while some of that advice is helpful, None of this matters if you're building a life you secretly hate. Success means nothing if you don't enjoy living in it. Build a life that makes you happy, not one that looks impressive on Instagram. Looking back, I didn't become happy because of one amazing thing that happened. There wasn't a movie moment, no dramatic transformation. It happened slowly. One better habit, one healthier mindset, one difficult conversation, one act of self-respect, one ordinary day at a time. And honestly, that's beautiful. Because if happiness can be built slowly, it means anyone can build it, including you. If you're watching this and you're waiting for happiness to magically appear in one day, don't. It probably won't. But that doesn't mean you'll never find it. Start appreciating the little moments. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Take care of your body. Protect your peace. Spend time with the people who make you feel like yourself. And remember this. You don't have everything figured out to be happy. You don't need to become someone else. Sometimes happiness begins the moment you stop chasing the version of yourself you think everyone wants, and start becoming the person you've always wanted to be. And trust me, that's a journey worth taking.